お前まだまだだな。
鈴木誠也が笑顔でそう声をかけたのはチームの若き大砲アームストロング。7日のタイガース戦、鈴木は1回に低めスライダーを完璧に捉えレフトスタンドへ先制の15号ソロ。さらに8回には右のサイドスローからも一発を放ち今季3度目の1試合に本塁打を達成しました。これで打点は55、ナリーグ2位に浮上。 SNS では静かなる打点王を本物のクラッチヒッターと称賛の声が続々と上がっています。鈴木自身はヒットじゃなくても犠牲フライでもいいと語り、とにかく1点を取る意識があると語り、数字より勝利を優先する姿勢を貫いています。鈴木誠也のバッティングがチーム戦略にどう影響したのか、日本語字幕付きで詳しくお届けします。
Oh, these Cubs, they have a knack for winning ball games, specifically on the road. Craig and company nailing down their 20th road W. And with that said, let's get this show on the road. That's right. You see all the power we saw today. Seiya, Bushy, PCA, Matt Shaw leaving the yard. I know someone who was loving that as well as Seiya. Once again, a vulgar display of power, tied for the most home runs in a single game all season. There were 5 of them. That's right, count them, 5. And yep, that's right. What did they do today? They hit dingers, just like Williamsport, PA. Seiya Suzuki and the Cubs today, they were swinging an acoustic guitar in that batter's box. So with that said, welcome in the Cubs Postgame Live presented by Yingling. I'm Cole Wright. That's Elise Menaker. And Elise, the Bats, they were popping today versus the Tigers, weren't they?
Yeah, which is typically the case now for this team against losses. All right, I got some numbers for you. Are you ready? Entering today, they were 7.5, averaging 7.5 runs per game. Okay. Following losses today, 6. Oh. Okay, we'll take that.
You like the long balls?
Like the long balls. They tied a season high and on the road set a season high. So this is a team that they are averaging about 5, 6, 7 runs per game right now. That is number 1 in baseball. On the road, it's just over 6. And so no matter where you put these guys, they're hitting. Oh. And today it was the long ball. Other days we see it using their base running and just, putting together some rallies. But this is what you like to see against the best team right now.
And this is crazy because they're tied with the Mets for the best record in the National League, but they have 5 guys in double-digit long balls, which is funny if you look at it because the Mets, at last look, they have the greatest offensive player in the history of the game in Juan Soto. That's what he told Jeff Passan. It's crazy how that works. The Cubs, they're swinging it like they're the best offensive team that we've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, this is a team that, if you remember, they came along in the second half of last year, but now the way we're seeing it all come together, of course, then with the addition of Kyle Tucker and the difference that he has made. I mean, consistency. The consistency of this offense, the execution, the power. We've mentioned they can use the speed. I mean, really, it's just about creating havoc. So whether it's doing it at the plate or on the base paths or whatever they need to do to piece it together, they're getting it done. And I think one of my favorite parts is that following losses, they don't let it linger. They respond right away. It's in the past. They know who they are. They stick to their identity, offensively driven. And from there, now the pitching too, the bullpen has been great. They have a .83 ERA in the last 21 games. Yeah.
That's really good.
So, I mean, that's all you can ask for right now is just the consistency that you're getting at a high level.
Yeah, in a Cranberry-esque state of mind. They don't let anything linger, specifically those losses. And one guy who helped them forget all about that L, it was Michael Busch. What he's able to do with runners in scoring position, absolutely remarkable. He entered the day at a .357 clip, 20 for 56. And we saw him leave the yard once again today to the tune of 414 feet. And that play to Nico Horner to make it 3-0. And right now, we're checking back in with the Mountain Man. It's Michael Busch and Taylor McGregor.
Thank you. What did you see on that final play to get Perez?
Yeah, just, saw some separation. Thought it was a good time to take a chance. Yeah, having to work out. I know there was a little separation between his, foot and my hand. So, yeah, good job by Reese and, good play to end it.
First pitch ambush on the home run. What was your mindset when you stepped into the batter's box?
Yeah, just be aggressive and get something and, try to drive something hard. He's got some pretty good stuff, can command it pretty well. I was just trying to be aggressive there and, yeah, like I said, try to put something and play hard.
I saw you sharing information with Pete Crow Armstrong before he hit his homer. What were you talking about?
I don't know if I was sharing it. I don't know if he needs, many tips. He's been seeing it really well. Having some super good at-bats, covering a lot of pitches. It's been, pretty fun to watch. And Seiya and Maddie having a good day. Good win.
Thanks, Michael.
T-Mac, Bushy, good stuff. Now 357, that's where Michael Busch was at entering the day with ducks on the pond. But how about Seiya Suzuki? He entered the day 333, and he showed zero signs of slowing down today. Nobody in scoring position when he went bridge in the first and the eighth. But either way, that ball was coming in big time today, Elise.
Yeah, and what a difference when we talk about bouncing back to right away have one of your best hitters help you get on the board with this solo shot. We've talked about how Seiya has been more aggressive this season, and not necessarily it means he's always swinging at the first pitch, but just throughout his at-bats. The pitches he's deciding to swing at, out, in, like that one, just capitalizing on any mistake. And he hits it hard. When you talk about exit velocity, the power in the bat, he's strong, hits it hard, it goes out.
And how about the free and easy swings that we saw from him today? Didn't
Easy
necessarily
power.
look like
Easy
he was
power.
trying to muscle anything up. All he did was get that bat head into the hitting zone, and good things they were to follow.
Yeah, and I think it's part of what this lineup is doing. Like Seiya, I feel like every hitter in this lineup is being themselves, and so that's why we almost see maybe numbers like a PCA, more power numbers, because there's a freedom that they're all playing with, that it doesn't come down to one person, but every single day, we've talked about this a number of times, it's like, who's it going to be? Right? And we can talk about, Michael Busch has been hitting well lately. Seiya Suzuki is having a good season. Kyle Tucker is Kyle Tucker. But, I mean, look at this. You don't even realize in some games, your top of the lineup, your top two went 0 for 8.
Oh.
Well, you scored 6 runs. I'll take that.
It's all
Thank
about
you.
production
Yeah.
in the right spots. And Crystal, Underground, Coca-Cola Museum, you know what I'm talking about?
Atlanta!
That's
I've
right.
been to the Coca-Cola
have you
Museum.
been? Okay,
Yeah.
Go to the Coca-Cola Museum and try every single flavor from around the world. Maybe
I
all
did
of these
that.
guys
Sugar
who are
high.
nominated, whether it's PCA, Michael Busch, Dansby Swanson, Seiya Suzuki, Ian Happ, the list goes on. I'll make sure you go out there and cast those votes for all of these guys as starters in the All-Star Game. The Midsummer Classic, you won't want to miss it. Vote for the Cubs online on your 2025 Pro Spirit MLB All-Star ballot to make sure you get after it. But the way that these guys were able to go out there and play, you have to give some of the credit to Jameson Taillon.
Yeah.
7 innings, 84 pitches, 56 strikes, just another quality start in the hopper for J-Mo. What more can we say about this?
You gotta
guy?
love it because he's giving you consistency, length in these outings, and he's throwing strikes.
It's true.
Overall,
Good strikes.
Good strikes. He has been good against lefties, but has struggled as of late. That was not the case today. He did excellent against lefties. They were 1 for 17. In part, when we've seen him struggle recently, it has been the four-seamer. But today, 0 for 7 with 3 strikeouts on that four-seamer. 10 whiffs, and this is against lefties. And so the only one who got to him was Zach McKinstry. That ended up leading to a run. But I think all in all, when you're looking for improvement from Jameson Taillon, it's the little things like this. And it was that four-seamer that for him maybe can get knocked around. It did not today against the hitters that he can be vulnerable to, those lefties. And so I think another really good showing from him. His last 2 outings before this, 6 1/3, today 7. So just all in all, against the best team, good job so far from the starting pitching. You haven't even had to use the bullpen much.
That's a good thing. 5th straight quality start for J-Mo, and he had 5 punch-outs. Some people were big fans of that. Others,
You know what?
not so much. We'll tell you about that
not a fan.
as the show continues to go on. Nobody said anything about the person that's sitting to my left, but either way, we're going to hear
Bushy
from the
got a
skipper,
hit.
Craig Counsell, right around the corner. Plus, we'll show you some moving pictures just to let you know how good the bats were working today. It's all about that.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。チャンネル登録、コメントお願いいたします。